Hey, just wanted to record a quick video to give you some FAQs about owning your own profitable event space. So there's a lot of things probably going on in your head like, man, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do that? So I wanted to kind of break down some FAQs to kind of ease your decision in wanting to get your own profitable event space up and running in the next 3 to 6 months. First one, a lot of people say, should I own or should I lease? First, I want to let you know I lease my event centers and it is okay to lease, right? There's a lot of people right now who want to get an event space up and running, but the reason why they don't have one up and running because they're thinking about their credit. They're thinking about maybe the 20% they need to put down to own the building. It is okay to lease, right? I was told years ago, and this was the exact decision and reason why I decided to get an event space, because I asked my friend, I'm like, hey, I got the opportunity right now to get my own event space. The gentleman isn't selling the building, but he said he will lease it to me to be able to get started. And my friend told me, he said, Nehemiah, it's okay to lease, and it's better to have a bird in the hand instead of not having one at all. So to date, guys, we have made several $100,000 literally having our own event space, and we didn't own the building. But guess what? We wouldn't have made anything if we decided to wait and hope we could raise the 20% to buy $1 million asset. It's okay to lease and make a couple $100,000 now versus wait a couple years, try to build a couple $100,000. So first, I want you to know it is okay to lease. Yes, you can lease the building. You can buy the building as well, but leasing will get you in the building faster. Next, do I have to have good credit to get started? No, you do not have to have good credit to get started. Do we suggest it? Yes. But let me tell you this, both of my spaces that we have, I didn't show a credit report. I didn't give my social security number. I didn't do any of those things, right? They never even asked. So I teach you the various ways of being able to do this without submitting an application, as well as I give you a letter of intent, and I give you a letter of recommendation, basically with me co-signing. And also we show you all the various ways to use other people's credit. We show you all the various ways to use other people's money. But yes, if you have good credit, it's a benefit in case you do have to utilize it for your application. But we show you all the different ways so you don't have to do it. Next, I want to talk about startup costs, right? The number one thing you should worry about is getting your MVP, right? That means minimum viable product. And what that means is when you're starting your event space, I didn't start my event space with everything I need. I didn't start my event space with all the bells and whistles, but the thing that I did do was start, right? There's so many people right now who don't have an event space because they're overcomplicating, but I need this to start, I need this to start, I need this to start. Even to this day, right? Having an event space for 4 years, having another one for 2 years. I still don't have every little thing, but let you in on this secret. Everything that we do have, everything that we continue to add to our event space, we're not using our money to do it. We're using the customer's money. We're using everyone who is renting and utilizing our space. We're taking that money and we're making those improvements. We're getting all the things that we need. So the key that you should be focusing on is starting instead of waiting. Instead of overcomplicating the process, you just want to get started and you don't want to overthink what it needs. You don't want to overthink. You just want to do. And the way to do this is getting your MVP. And I'm going to show you how to find that space that needs minimum amount of work. I'm going to show you how to get the doors open with minimum amount of work. Every business that I start, I just get the doors open. And once I get the doors open, I can make all the improvements. Next thing I want to talk about in the FAQs is this, right? You can get your spot up and running in less than 3 months. It could take up to 6 months, but I have people who have got their spot up and running in 30 days. I have people that got it done in 60 days. I have people that got it done in 90 days. But the first step to be able to do that is saying yes. The next step is letting you know it is okay to lease. The third step is letting you know you just got to take action, but do not overcomplicate it and do not try to add all the bells and whistles, because oftentimes perfectionism breeds to procrastination. So I don't want you to overcomplicate it. And the next FAQ is, yes, I do suggest you being in the city where you're going to operate it, right? Unless you got a partner outside of a different city, but I want you to be able to get to the event space. I want you to be able to learn how everything operates in the event space. So now you can make educated decisions. Now you can get to the location. Now you know exactly what you need to do, right, to make your event space work profitable. And you can do this a lot easier when you're actually in the city that your event space is in. Next FAQ. This isn't a want-based business. This is a need-based business. A lot of people think, like, man, what happens if a recession comes? If a recession comes tomorrow, your event space will not be affected. Why? Because it's still a need. There will always be people who are doing good during a recession, and there's always going to be people doing bad during a recession. Right now, there's people who can afford your event space. And right now, not in a recession, there's people who can't afford your event space. But let me let you know this, right? Every weekend we're fully booked. Every weekend we're getting book signings. Every weekend we're getting baby showers. Every weekend we're getting business warming. Every weekend we're getting birthday parties. Every weekend we're getting bridal showers, right? And this is going to happen for you as well, because people aren't doing these things in their homes no more. When the last time you've been to a wedding in someone's home, right? When the last time you've been to a baby shower in someone's home? When the last time you've been to a book signing in someone's home? When the last time you've been to a business warming in someone's home, right? Yes, it still happens, but it's less likely, right? This isn't back in the day when people only used to have things in their home. Why? Because this is why businesses are growing every single day. This is why people are opening event spaces, because you get the opportunity to do this. And next, the thing that really made me make this decision and made me say yes, I started analyzing time. I realized that, listen, I was working 220 hours a month for me to make $1,500 after taxes. But then I started realizing I could work 2 events and get $750 each event, make $1,500 and not exchange the time. So yes, I teach you how to get your event space up and running. And once it's up and running, you won't run the space. The client sets up the event. The client breaks down their event. They do all of these things for you, so you don't have to do it. So this is some of the FAQs I wanted to basically share with you on why you want to get your event space now, why you don't want to wait, why you want to say yes to this opportunity, and why you want to join. So with that being said, I just wanted to quickly share those FAQs. And if you do want to learn more, if you do want to get started, just call 215-394-0043 or visit www.startmyeventspace.com, and you could check out a free training where we'll share with you the steps to get started. Or what else you can do is, if you're ready to just get started, you could visit www.eventspacesecrets.com, and you could take advantage of the opportunity to join the movement. So just wanted to share those things with you, and really looking forward to be able to help you in this process. Talk to you in a minute.